Hey guys, it's Sabrent here. In today's video, we're going to be testing the Ryzen 7 78X3D with the RTX 4080 Super in 2026 to see how good the CPU GPU combo actually is, because I recently did a PC build for a customer for that and he plans to play 1440p gaming, so I'm kind of curious to see what games can it actually run easily, like 300 FPS, and what games it can't. And that's what we're gonna find out here today, so let's jump right into it. Okay, the first game we'll be testing on 1440p will be Apex Legends, and we're gonna do max OV 1440p settings on all high settings to start off with. Okay, so here we go with Apex Legends. Right off the drop ship, around 240 to 250 FPS, which is good to see. So we're actually doing a very good job for actually FPS. So that means when we touch the ground, it'll be a roughly 300 FPS consistent. That's what at least hope with 1440p, because when you're in the Apex, you have the drop ship around 240. That means you're usually guaranteed 300. So yeah, we're gonna do some wild card. I was doing some ranked, but my ranked teams were not particularly the best, so I decided, yeah, we're not doing that right now. So on the ground, we're roughly 300 FPS, and the game's feeling ultra smooth right now. I'm gonna be very curious to actually see when we hop into other games how it'll perform, especially like Marvel Rivals and also Rust, because I'm not too sure how it'll perform. My main issue though when setting this on up was actually getting the 1440p settings to work, because for some reason I had to enter a certain command into like Steam to actually get it to work for any of the games, because if it didn't, it just didn't want to work for some reason. Not sure why, which was very, very irritating. But let's try to get some actual kills right here, because our FPS is super smooth, buttery smooth at actually 300. I don't think our 1% lows are anything crazy. I think our 1% lows are probably from the 260s. I wouldn't be surprised if they were possibly the 240s. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I sunk because I crouched. Chill, we got this. I accidentally crouched down when I did that, and I did not mean to do that. Okay, we're doing pretty good right now with Apex. I don't even know what this doctor is doing, bro. Yeah, so roughly like 300, dropping into the 260s to 270s with all these people dropping around us. It's very, very hot. But honestly, the game is feeling incredibly smooth. The game looks absolutely incredible at 2K. So next thing we're gonna do is 1440p, all low settings, see how much FPS we can get. We're gonna get max though, like easily 300. Oh, what a classic with the Swifters. I love how I like point and click at the guy, but he's not dead. Dude, that's legitimately more than that could possibly happen. I legitimately had like reload the worst time. Dude, get out of here, man. Whatever. Well, Apex Legends, I will just say 300 FPS easy. Unfortunately, I'm not getting as much action as I would like to, just because of the fact that, yeah, it's a little bit too hot, and also our teammates AFK, so yeah, it doesn't really help our situation. But if you do actually want to do 1440p high settings with Apex, you can absolutely do so. So next game we'll be testing is the finals. So what we're gonna do for our settings is do 1440p unlimited FPS TAU, and we're gonna start with the following all high settings with static for RTX, and we're gonna see how this actually runs. This will be quite curious to see how this actually is. Okay, here we go with the finals. I'm just gonna quickly say it. 2K 1440p looks absolutely insane with this. It looks really good. The finals is running incredibly smooth, which is awesome. We're getting like 300 FPS, and we're getting more FPS. I feel like we're definitely getting more compared to like using 1080p settings, because the GPU isn't being bottlenecked by the game. Because like 1080p, like at a certain point, like you got to use 1440p for your devices to get the most FPS possible. Like a great example is, ooh, why are you guys tag teaming that? I don't know. Purple and orange were just like holding hands. Weird.
But yeah, no, sometimes like hardware will be so good that you have to play different resolution. Like me personally, I play 1080p 240 because it's more than enough for me. But if I ever wanted, I could switch to this one, which is like 1440p 320 hertz, and I'd be more than happy. There you go. Take two. Also, I should probably switch my kit while I'm at it because I have my wrong loadout. All right, that's much better. I actually got my SMG now. I can actually work with this. The pistol was not my cup of tea. Like, even though the pistol is definitely probably way stronger, I just don't find it as good. But like, we're getting like 300 FPS at 280, which is so nice. Like, it's super buttery smooth on the finals. It's actually insane. Like, I should really make the finals my main game instead of Apex. But like, yeah. Dude, I hear so many people around me. It is so hot.
No way, not today. A damage bomb out. Foiled at the last second. Tough break for our tough shells as they suffer another team wipe.
They were a little too shellfish with their strategy.
Dude, I keep getting these kids one. Get out of here, man. So the next one we're gonna do is 1440p on low settings to see how this runs. Okay, so 1440p on low settings, we're getting 300 FPS over consistently, which is awesome. And I forgot again to switch to my pistol. Not the worst in the world, but just kind of annoying.
The match just began and the Vogues are already setting the pace.
Whoa, get out of here, man. You little rat. This guy be ratting. Fortunately, I'm not like able to get killed because like it's a tank, it's heavy, and I don't have my normal gun. Usually with my SMG, I can do it. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to get that guy. Got our boy. Let's get him back in. Got you, fam. We're chilling. We're getting like near 400 FPS, which is awesome. It's like 300 plus 400, which is sick. There we go. We got one.
The steamrollers roll on.
Oh, there's like two people right there. If there was any shot on that. There we go. I got him. He's a friend that's really close here. Where's your friend at, bud? Did he drop? Oh, he dropped really low. I do not like this. Oh, that's a bow. What the heck? There's bows in the game now? Oh, so many people. So many people just jumped me. That's insane. It's interesting. As soon as like the chaos stuff's happening, like it drops into 280s. But like when there's very like that much going on, not too much like grenade and crazy stuff happening, it's like 300 plus, which is interesting. Dude, I don't know. No, that guy hit me. I thought it was behind the wall right there, but I guess not. Oh, bro, like, oh, bro almost missed everything with the knives. All right, we got it. I think we got this. I was playing him from a distance.
This is exactly what the Vogues needed. They've pocketed our first.
I think we got it.
Let's straight to a clean cash out.
The knives, I'm not gonna lie, kind of nasty because you can literally just look away and just like look at the point and just like actually just jump, like throw it at people. And it's kind of just like evil because they don't know where it's coming from. They can't see it. Well, I'll just say the finals real quick here performs incredible with actually 1440p low, especially even on high. It was really nice. So the next thing we're gonna do is 1440p on CS:GO. So we're gonna start with all high settings to start with, and then afterward we'll do medium. So here we go with CS:GO on 1440p high. The game's looking pretty good, 300 FPS, which is sick, and the game looks absolutely incredible, which is awesome. Hopefully I can get some kills here. Let's see what happens to that though. Nice, that's one. It's two. I got a gun. Doing really good. And I'm the only one alive, unfortunately. Unfortunate, whatever. And I whipped every single shot and I got, are you serious, man? So what we're gonna do now is switch it to medium to see how much FPS we can actually get. We'll probably get the maximum. I have it limited at 400 because I don't expect it to get past 400, but it always could. It really depends on a few things. But we're now consistently over 300 on medium setting, which is awesome for 1440p gaming. And the game looks incredible. Like, my skins look super nice. I really need to buy a knife. Because I have some really nice skins, just no good knife, unfortunately. I whipped that so hard. There we go, I got him. Only one person left. Wonder where he's at. He could be like right here. Am I? Easy stuff, and we win. So it's easily like nearing 400 FPS, but it isn't exactly there. It's still really good though. Okay, the next game we'll be testing is the Marvel Rivals with TAU on 1440p on all high settings to start. And the game is doing pretty all right, nothing too crazy. We're getting only like the 170s and then the 120s, nothing super insane. Then again, I'm kind of not surprised just because of the fact that, what's the word? Yeah, it is 1440p and Marvel Rivals is very intensive. Get GF real quick, gotta get a Merc Jack. Get the healer, get the healer, get the healer, get the healer. Got Jeff took care of, which is nice. Get that chick. You can ride that guy's dinosaur and then just thing. And we're chilling. So we're right now between like 120 to like 160 depending on the situation. So we're absolutely like crushing it with 1440p. So it's like sometimes it can be really low, sometimes it can jump really high in certain situations. Like there, like 113 right there. So what we're gonna do now is do all those settings and apply this and see how this runs at 1440p. We're now around like 170 plus, which is nice. So we're way higher compared to earlier, which is nice. Dude, this is like absolutely crushing at 1440p. Like I knew that was gonna probably be the case, but it's good to see that's actually true. Being absolutely pinned by this chick. Get out of here. Oh yeah, we got doinked. We're chilling. Bang. Absolute wiped. Massacre that person. We're chilling. So yeah, we're bouncing between like on lows 160 to highs like in the 180s more, which is awesome, to 200s, which is sick.
So let's go over my final thoughts on the 78X3D plus the 4080 Super in 2026 for 1440p gaming. Is it good? Is it viable? Well, I'm going to be straightforward with you guys. Absolutely. This thing was an absolute beast on every single game we threw at it, especially FPS shooters like the Finals, Apex Legends, CSGO. And if you want to actually get more FPS, you just switch to low, you can easily get 300 or even 400 FPS. Now, depending on some games, you might not get insane FPS, like newer AAA titles, like for example was Marvel Rivals. You can expect like 240 to 200 FPS, but still, for 1440p gaming, that is excellent. If you can get more than like 160 on older hardware for 1440p gaming on like high settings, that's amazing in my personal opinion. So yeah, is it a viable setup in 2026? Absolutely. Do I recommend it? If you can find a good deal for a 4080 Super, because that's gonna be the most expensive part, then yes. If you can't, you might want to just grab a 5070, because honestly, 4080 Super is holding the same price as a 5070 right now. So if you can find a deal on a 4080 Super, I would recommend that instead. But honestly, 5070 will probably be more the way to go. But if you guys enjoyed this video here today, found it helpful, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed to some future tech content. I'll see you on Tech Rant out.